Hey, thanks for joining me again. Hey, I want to let you know, if you understand when your power goes out in your house, if your breaker switch has gone out, then you get chiropractic. And I'm going to explain the reason why. We already talked about it in my last video, so if you didn't watch that, catch up, but you'll be able to pick up here too. So you understand that the nervous system controls the body. And if there's problems with the nervous system, there's probably the way the body functions. And we call these problems in the nervous system, we call those a subluxation. Now, simply put, a subluxation is nerve interference, whether it's with a specific nerve or if it's with the whole nervous system stuck in a state of stress. It's just nerve interference, to make it simple for you. Now, what causes these subluxations, or what causes these nerves to trip or blow the breaker box? Well, we call these the 3 T's in chiropractic. Simply put, we call it thoughts, which is essentially stress. We call it traumas, and we call it toxins. Now, what are some ideas of thoughts? Well, you ever have a kid that have anxiety or separation anxiety where mom can't leave the room and they're just stressing out, or they're scared of the dark? Or, parents that are inundated with work stress and feels like they have a gun to their head, that the deadline was due yesterday and they're up till wee hours in the morning too. So those are examples of thoughts, traumas. A lot of kids, you think about this as traumas as getting hit by a car or sports injuries, but traumas can be very subtle too. It's sitting in a classroom all day looking down. But one common trauma that we all can share is birth. Birth can be very traumatic, and it seems like it's not traumatic at all, but it can cause some issues, especially with the upper neck, especially where the nerves and the brain really focus talking together. We'll explain more of this in the further videos as well. And then toxins. Toxins like mercury in fish, when mom is not supposed to eat fish because of the heavy metal toxins, but it's perfectly okay to eat the fish after you're born, which I don't get. What about the air we breathe in, the processed foods and the chemicals in those? Those are the things with toxins that we talk about as well. So let me give you an understanding how this works. So when I was a young kid, we'd always go down, and me and my twin brother were mischievous. We'd turn the breaker switch off to the TV. And what would happen to the TV if you turn the switch off to the breaker box on the TV? Actually, it goes out, right? The TV's not going to work properly. Then we turn it on and it would work properly. Well, that's an example of a trauma, a birth trauma, okay? Or problems later on, a fall down the stairs. Those are traumas where it's directly affecting the switch. But we don't think of it this way. We don't think of the nervous system being affected this way. What about the other way, and how it goes to the brain and how it feeds into the brain? You see, what happens if you plug the microwave in, the toaster oven in, the air fryer, the hot new appliance, or the blender, or the dishwasher, and you all plug them in at the same time and they're all in the same circuit? It blows the circuit. It's not going to work correctly. You overload the nervous system when this happens. It's too much stress. I can't handle the stress at work. I can't handle the separation from my mom. I'm scared of the dark. Those types of things. Bullying. Not only it just doesn't happen in the classroom anymore, now it's on Facebook 24/7, right? So bullying and the toxins that we breathe in and the toxins that we eat can all have an effect on the nervous system. Believe you me, I've seen a little girl who couldn't eat wheat, and she'd lose like 60 days of school because of that, because her nervous system couldn't process the wheat that was involved as well. So those are examples. Now, why is this so important? Because this is the other side. This is one step away from your child getting better. This is one step away, because if we start clearing these subluxations up in the spine and the nervous system, the body can function better. Your child can function better. Your child knows how to operate, and it uses itself to heal. The body can heal itself. As long as there's no interference, as long as these subluxations are controlled and contained, and the body's allowed to heal and work, and the nervous system's allowed to heal and work again. All right? So I hope this makes absolute bloody sense to you, because this is so important, okay? Because it's to be the difference between you doing the same thing over and over again, or looking at a different path, asking a different question, having the courage to say, let's involve something else, or let's see, rather than focusing on the sickness, how can we get our child to function better and to overcome these obstacles themselves, these health challenges themselves. Hey, I'm Dr. Randy Wertz, and I want to let you know, give us a call. There's no need for your child to suffer and do undue suffering or more. Or if it's you, then give us a call too. We'd be happy to entertain any questions you have, help you along the way, and make your life better from this day, 2 years, 5 years, 10, and the rest of your life moving forward. Hey, have a good day. Get outside and play. Bye-bye.